And so we continue our adventure by crafting a bunch of things. Because I have to craft my own equipment, I spend so much time just looking through all types of equipment. I'll spend 2 hours taking a look at it, but for now I'm going to be using some of the resources that we have already to craft a few items to break. For example, like 2 of these for AP break to see if we can get some runes, and also to level up my jeweler. These 2 items are definitely an upgrade. I just hope for good rolls. I believe we'll be giving chastity belt, good power, shitty vitality, and fire damage to edge villain, our instack, and a sticky belt. Oh, very good craft to dank villain. He is dealing like some serious damage with his new agility build, and I'm happy for it. Dank villain at 175 agility. I'm really just looking after his wisdom stat right now. He might be even more powerful if I add 100 more base agility into it, but I kind of want him to level up at the same speed as the other ones. He should be much more stronger because this one also has power, 15 power, which I think it like rounds up or something like that. I did some experiments and apparently power takes from your like stats and it's like a percentage base. I don't know, but I do hope that this would at least make it much better. This monarch belt with 36 intelligence and 14 wisdom did not last long for edge villain because he's getting replaced with vitality, that vitality, power, and straight up fire damage. We also took 5 dodge. I specifically chose this specific belt so he can easily maneuver around the battlefield. Hopefully 25 power and 5 damage does way more than 36 intelligence. We are losing out on a bit of wisdom, but he's level 71 and everybody else is like 67. He should, you know, take a backseat for quite some time, and I think I'll start replacing my gear at level like 60 or 70 or whenever I feel like it, because you never know when some kind of dungeon just becomes way too difficult. Moment of truth. These 2 level 50 bramulets, if I supercharge them in AP, hope for good percentages. Only got 1 AP rune. That could be amazing or it could not, but it says it's 65,000. Whatever. Logrem's ring it's like all over the place, but it looks like it's like minor ring for a healer. Strangely, it's 40k, but in resources it barely reaches 10. 125%. I mean, if you find this a-okay, go for it. Go ahead and take it, but I believe I will release these videos maybe half a month from now because I like to edit them all up and then release them as a batch. Last on the list is this shampoo. I guess vitality 91%, barely 6k. Okay, and our current rune collection is sitting at 1 million kamas, but I think I'm still lacking because I still don't know. I kind of understand how to do it, but I'm always constantly doing something, so there's never a time. Gotta remove a bunch of this fish for personal use because I've been kind of lacking. Gathering some specific resources like semi level 40, 50, 60 resources has became a little bit difficult once the merge happened because it's gonna want some, and the problem with me is I'm not doing it for money, blah blah blah, and now I'm just complaining. Whatever, I'll figure it out. If I need resources, I'll just figure it out. When doing these daily quests, I had a video with 2 quests. The other one is all the way over there in 1728. I really don't want to kill any more bandits in that territory. I'll probably start picking it up when I'm farming a blacksmith dungeon, but I haven't found a need to have those items right now. So I'll just, for my common needs, I'll just kill Angeli. That takes about maybe 20-30 minutes, and I'm pretty good on kamas. The only thing I use it for is travel and access my bank account, as I stated before. I need to find something to do. Alright, so I've done this the second time around, and I gotta say that these challenges are pretty hard for whatever we are dealing with right here. For example, zombie, very difficult with a black scar leaf around, and clean hands, well, I don't have any high damage dealing minions. These golden scarabudly entrails, hopefully we get a lot of them because they are only needed 1 for a decent craft, and we can level up our professions with it, so that should work fine. Let's go ahead and try a duo with absolute villain and edge villain. Okay, so that didn't work as planned. 23 churns, not enough damage output. I guess my gear is still shit. All right, that goes out the window. Let's try with the other two. This was much faster, very high survivability, but the problem is, well, 5 minutes faster. Still not enough damage, so it looks like duo is off the table. Starting level 45 Taylor, we create this Cape Hokino. After that, we jump into Hallelujah Cape. We'll make 2 of them. We might run out of Kick Roach legs, but we're not gonna farm Kick Roach because screw that. I should have made 1 of them. I think I messed up. Craft 1 more time. Please work. Darn it. That should be enough. All right, 50. That into a Schaefer helmet. That into a Black Scar cloak. We're level 52 and we ran out of things to do. Let's go break this up. Nah. Even worse. Oh, okay. Oh, that's where this stuff is at. But I really don't want to farm a Kick Roach. Oh my. Easy to craft. Let's do 10 dungeons. 10 more Scarleaf dungeons. But let's switch things up just a little tiny bit. Since we're not really looking for experience, I'm gonna go ahead and put everything into combat stats and take it off wisdom and see how we perform in the Scarleaf dungeon. Obviously on all the accounts. 6 Scarleaf dungeons yielded us 44 carapace, 30 of these antines, 30 wings, and 11 of these entrails, which is amazing because if you want to craft anything, it only requires 1 of them. So 11 crafts altogether, and some of these resources, for example, like Black Scarleaf wings, were completely flooded inside the dungeon. And because of the bonuses, we were able to like accumulate like 70 of each. So this is definitely not going to be a problem. And the third ingredient is this substrate or ebonite, some kind of, you know, gather majiggy, which is completely not a problem. So we can now take part in creating anything Black Scarleaf related and then seeing which one has the best percentages and then crushing it for some dank runes.